Right, what's happening, and welcome back to the YouTube. Like I said, I was gonna try and keep this going. I know it's been a couple of weeks since the last one, but obviously I've had a few things going on and I wanted to just sort of be present as well with a few things. So for me now, obviously I'm coming to the end of my sort of rebound, which has been quite hard to actually face, that I'm actually putting the weight back on, which of course, like we want to sort of rebound out to a point where I wanted to still have some good quality size, but at the same time I still want to focus on performance. So I've had a rebound. I've gone 5 to 5.5 kilos heavier now, so we're going to actually have a pullback. So pull back from next week so that we can actually just shift off some weight and get back into being a bit more performance based. So that's sort of plan with where I'm at personally. And a few things, like I get asked a lot, and I've been suffering with, I get asked this as well, like I've been suffering with a bit more of an issue when training, especially when pushing in my shoulder, a little bit of a pinch, and I'm now starting to use the peptides. I used the peptides before when I had an issue with, I had a golfer's elbow issue, and someone introduced me to peptides to experiment. I thought I'd try it, see what it's like, and it helped massively. I really used to struggle with doing any form of pull movement, and now when I had done the peptide course, I haven't actually suffered with the issue ever since. And now I'm having the issue here. So again, I'm now back to using peptide BPC and TB500. So I'm actually using it as a mixed blend. I'm actually using it with a brand at the minute. So I'm using this brand, trialing it out. And I'm a week in with using the peptide, and I'm starting to notice improvements already. So obviously those who are new to peptides, and I get asked a lot about peptides, especially this one in particular, because when you think of it, you've got two different peptides which are together as a compound. So one, you have BPC 157, which is body protection compound. So obviously this benefit from taking this peptide will just help with muscle injury, repair itself at a faster state. Another good thing with this, it can help with gut health, gut lining, and reducing inflammation. So again, a lot of key points which are there for why I'm taking it within the injury. And then you have TB500, which is thymosin beta-4 fragment. So this is again another compound of a peptide. You can take this singly, or like I am doing at the minute, I'm taking the two compounds together. And the benefit for this is for like wound healing. So again, it's another healing peptide which will help improve along with muscle recovery. So I am still always going to be training at the same time. So where I'm training and I'm still wanting to improve my training, like obviously I'm having to be mindful with certain movements. But the thing is, when taking a peptide, the peptide isn't a magic tool. Peptide isn't a magic pill which will solve all the problems. There's still a lot of research going about peptides, and you got to think, if you're using this as just one part of the tool, I'm doing a lot more mobility stuff right now. So that again, you've got to start thinking about how you're recovering, how you're sort of stretching, warming up, all of those things together alongside with taking this tool. Then obviously it's going to have a much more greater effect. It's not a case of you take this and then all of a sudden everything miraculously gets better or gets to where you want it to be. You still have to do other things around it, which a lot of people tend to forget about when it comes to taking things like a peptide or even steroids. So that's again another conversation. But yeah, I'm starting to trickle more into the peptide route, where I'm going to be sort of trialing out a few other peptides as well. Ones for like obviously skin and hair repair. So they're ones as well which I'm going to start trickling into, and obviously I'll give like my honest feedback on them. But in particular, this is the only peptide which I have used before, and I'm using it again now, and it works. I have a lot of clients who ask me about this, and I have to speak to them about their injuries, what they're doing at the minute to work on improving that injury. And obviously if peptide is a solution to add in, then we will, and BPC TB500 is one which I advise. So again, this is only the second time I'm using it, and obviously I'll keep people updated with how I am doing with it on my Instagram as well as here. But yeah, so that's sort of a little bit of a talk about peptides, which I wanted to do as I'm starting to go now into the peptide route after spending a couple of years taking peds, which I now no longer am doing. So blood tests as well are soon to be done. I need to start getting that booked in because I want to see exactly where I'm at after being 2 months completely off peds. So moving forward with plans for today, I'm going to go through one of my leg sessions, how I'm actually hitting my leg sessions, because this has been such a big part of my journey, my transformation, because my legs were one of my biggest insecurities. So for me now, I want to start showing you how I'm training my legs and what I have been doing in order for me to put the size on I have for my legs. So quality stuff coming, heavy leg session. You can save it, do it, but before you do that, remember to like and subscribe, because we want to get to 100. 100's the goal so far, because I do want to do more things. Obviously I don't want to just do simple sat down talking ones. I want to get out and about, show you a bit of Dubai as well, and also the thing that I actually want to do on here is like some little food challenges, so they'll be coming as well. But yeah, we're gonna head off. We're gonna have a pre now, so my pre is literally just gonna be some rice cakes and some jam, peanut butter, and then we're gonna head off to the gym and hit legs. Peace. With my leg days now, I'm literally hitting hamstrings and quads together. So we're really firing up the session with hamstring curls, RDLs, then adductors, and then we hit some leg extensions and some leg presses. And that's pretty much the session. And then depending on how my hip is as well, that's another thing which a slight pinch, which I probably should use BBC, but I want to just see how it works again with using it with my shoulder. And we'll probably use it like to help with that, because obviously I've got meant to do some walking lunges at the end of the session, but where the hip's been pinching a little bit, only my right one, I've been skipping it. Sorry boys, but I've been skipping that one. But basically how I'm going to run through today's session, literally going to go through my top sets. I might do some training methods, which I'm doing besides top sets, because I don't want like this video to just be strictly about training sessions and that, because it gets quite boring. I just want to show you how I'm actually training in my leg sessions with what sets I'm doing in each exercise and just how I tackle each set. But we've warmed up, done our warm-up sets, and now we're going to go straight onto our top set now. With my RDLs now in my program, I'm only doing one set, and that is one top working set of a rep range between 5 to 8. So at the moment, we're sitting around 170 for 6 reps. I need to push past that. So hopefully these rice cakes this morning, fucking pre-training, has helped. So we're gonna step things up. We've done our warm-up sets. I'm very specific with warm-up sets, not wasting too many reps in there. Just want to be like 3 reps, 1 rep, see how the next weight feels, and then we hit the set with intent. Because I'm here to make sure that my training is still intent, even though we are not solely focusing on bodybuilding nowadays. I still want to make sure every single session I'm hitting as hard, as well as I can
with the main benefit, obviously, to still develop muscle, as every lad's goal should be. So, top set, 1 set to go. Let's hit it.
Right, so now we're moving on to leg extensions. I'm filming it from here because there's only one leg extension, so I'm going to chip in and share it with some guy. But this set we're going to be doing 2 sets of muscle rounds. So that's 4 times 5. 5 reps, rest 10 seconds. 5 reps, rest 10 seconds. All the way up to 5 times 4, and you stay on the same weight. So this one's a killer, and we've got 2 sets of this to do. Right, so we're going into now our leg press. With the leg press, we've got, again, 2 working sets. Top set, and then we're going to do a slight back off set, but then we're going to include a rest pause. So with the rest pause, we're going to hit our reps of 10, and then we're going to rest for 15 seconds, same weight, and then we're going again, all out. And this is where we're going to break past that fatigue and just hit into that failure a little bit more. So what we've got here, we're only going to be doing 1 set on this, and single leg movement. And I know it's 2 leg press variations, but at the moment I'm not doing any squat patterns because where I'm finding a little bit of discomfort in my hip, I still find it a little bit easier and smoother for me to actually do the movement without tilting in leg press. So this movement, it's just 1 working set. We're hitting 10 reps, resting for 15 seconds, 5 reps, resting for 15 seconds, 3 reps. So 18 reps in total, 1 working set each leg, and that's our leg press. that is basically a rundown of how leg day is looking for me at the minute. I did miss out on my adductor because after that single leg I started to notice a little bit of discomfort in that right hip, which I keep mentioning, but don't worry, we're going to get it sorted, and this is what I'm doing to get it sorted. I'm stretching before and I'm stretching after. I'm making sure that I am keeping myself as mobile as I can, because it's a mistake I made in the past years without warming up, without stretching, without doing mobility work, which catches up on you, and especially when you're young lads, mate. Honestly, do not skip out. You might be sad and you might think I'll bore off when you hear like someone older than you saying to you to actually stretch, but there's a reason for that, because that one day will be you telling to the younger people to fucking stretch. So, stretching session, get back home, have some post-workout, and then we're gonna crack on with some work as well.
We are there, another episode done. I know they're probably not the most exciting at the minute. I am getting used to this again. I just want to get into a flow of it, but post-workout has just been had. Simple chicken and rice. That's how I like it. I like it very easy, very simple. It's easy for me. And do you know what? Like, I'm happy with how condition is hold, especially with how fuller I feel and how fuller I look. But next week we're going to pull back, and next week we're going to just tighten up a little bit more. And yeah, thanks again, guys. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, because I am going to start mixing up. I know it's very simple, very boring stuff, but I'm just finding my flow with things again. So stay tuned. Next time, probably bring something a little bit different.